Good day, everyone. Today, I will discuss nickel mining in Sibuyan Island, focusing on its economic importance, environmental consequences, community concern, and the policy choices needed to protect Sibuyan's future. Mining provides important minerals needed by modern industries, including nickel, copper, gold, and iron. However, while extraction support development and production, it can also transform landscape and disrupt ecosystem. Nickel is strategically important because more than 60% of global nickel production is used for stainless steel. It is also essential for lithium ion batteries, making nickel relevant to electric vehicles and global energy transition. The Philippines has long history of mining from pre-modern artisanal extraction to formal regulation. The Mining Act of 1995 or Republic Act 7942 established a framework for responsible mineral development alongside environmental and indigenous rights protection. Mining companies are required to follow environmental safeguards. These include community consultation, environmental impact assessment, and environmental compliance certificates and rehabilitation plans intended to restore areas affected by mining operation. APMC and the mining agreement. In Sibuyan, Altai Philippines Mining Corporation hold an MPSA covering approximately 1,580 hectares in San Fernando, Romblon. The project involves nickel laterite and other mineral deposits and proposes surface or contour mining with a planned project life of at least 25 years. Sibuyan is known as the Galapagos of Asia because of its exceptional biodiversity. Around 77% of its wildlife species are endemic, while Mount Giting-Giting and its forests provide important and large intact watershed ecosystem. What is the ecological wealth? Sibuyan ecological value extends beyond forest. It is home to rare endemic species, while its watershed provides clean water essential for household, agriculture, and fishing. This makes environmental protection directly connected to community survival. Some supporters of mining emphasize its economic benefits. Mining can create direct and indirect employment, generate government revenue, attract investment, and contribute to local businesses and national export earnings. Mining can also contribute to infrastructure and community development. Companies may construct roads and transport network, while social development programs can support healthcare, education, and community facilities. Minerals also supply industries and clean energy technology. However, these economic benefits come with significant cost. Deforestation and erosion can destroy habitats while toxic runoff and sediment can contaminate rivers and marine ecosystem. Communities may also face threats to farmland, fresh water, and traditional livelihoods. What are the ecological impacts? The risks are particularly serious on a small island. Clearing forests can permanently threaten endemic species, while exposed laterite soil can cause siltation. This sediment can make rivers and coral reefs increasingly turbid and disrupt aquatic ecosystem. These environmental concerns have also produced community resistance. Residents, environmentalists, scientists, and church leaders, and also local governments have opposed mining activities. Human barricades were formed to stop mining trucks, while government agency issues cease and desist order. For many Subianons, the issue is about sustainable livelihood and intergenerational equity. Farming, fishing, and ecotourism depend on healthy forests and clean water. Their concern is that short-term mining revenue cannot replace this resource for future generations. Why mining must be stopped? The central argument against mining is that Sibuyan's biodiversity and ecological system are unique and difficult to replace. Once endemic wildlife and forest and also watershed are permanently damaged, short-term mineral profits may not compensate for the result of ecological loss. There's also a disaster vulnerability. Mining also raises disaster risk concern. Sibuyan has steep mountain slopes exposed to typhoons, Forest clearings and changes to natural drainage can increase the risk of flooding and landslide, potentially placing coastal communities at a greater vulnerability. What are the sustainable alternatives? Instead of relying heavily on mining, Sibuyan can strengthen sustainable livelihood, ecotourism, organic agriculture, agroforestry, and marine protection can generate economic opportunities while maintaining the forest, soil, fisheries, and biodiversity that communities depend on. As a citizen, what our responsibility? We have a role in protecting Sibuyan. We should stay informed about environmental laws, support community-led conservation, amplify local voices, demand transparency, and hold both government agency and corporation accountable for environmental compliance. So what are our policy recommendation? Our policy recommendation are clear. Strengthen environmental enforcement. Consider declaring Sibuyan a large-scale metallic mining free zone and invest in sustainable agriculture and ecotourism. The goal is to protect fragile ecosystem while building a resilient community-centered economy. To conclude, nickel is undeniably valuable to modern industry and the energy transition, but Sibuyan ecological value is equally significant. Protecting its forest watershed, biodiversity, and communities means choosing development that remains sustainable for generations to come.